Hi everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. There are many great rivalries within the automotive industry, one of those being the Honda Passport against the Toyota 4Runner. So today, we're going to compare the two in our video and see which one may be best for you. Let's start off with the Passport, with MSRP starting at $38,370 and going up to $45,930. And there are three trim levels to choose from for the 2022 model year: EXL, the new Trail Sport, and the Elite. What about the pros and cons for the Passport? It has a powerful V6 engine, available torque vectoring, all-wheel drive, a spacious interior with comfortable seats, and multiple clever storage compartments and a large cargo area. I'll be giving you the numbers on that cargo area in just a minute. And the cons, well, there's really only one con we could find. Driver assist technology lacks refinement. And what about changes for the 2022 model year? Updated and more rugged exterior styling. The new Trail Sport trim is now available, giving the Passport an even tougher look. The Sport and Touring trim levels have been discontinued, as you probably noticed earlier in the video when I gave the trim levels. And this is part of the third generation of the Passport that debuted for the 2019 model year. Moving on to the 2022 Toyota 4Runner, with MSRP starting at $38,105, going up to $52,920. Of course, that's before adding options. And trim levels for the 4Runner are plentiful, quite a few more here than we find with the Passport, starting with the SR5 and moving on to the Trail Special Edition, TRD Sport, SR5 Premium, TRD Off-Road, TRD Off-Road Premium, Limited, and the TRD Pro. What about pros and cons? Impressive off-road capability, which goes without saying, a wide variety of configurations to suit many buyers. The cargo area is versatile, especially with the optional slide-out floor. And the cons: choppy ride quality when compared with more modern crossover SUVs. The V6 engine is not exactly fuel efficient, and the height of the vehicle makes it challenging to get in and out of for some people. And what about changes for the 2022 model year? There's the new TRD Sport trim level that is now available. And here's something interesting. This is part of the fifth generation of the 4Runner that was introduced way back in 2010. When it comes to the exterior, while the 4Runner has not received any major changes for more years than most models, it does retain a rugged look that speaks volumes for its off-road capabilities. However, if you don't mind driving an SUV that needs a redesign, it is most certainly not the model that is going to get you around town but struggles off-road. In fact, it is in an off-road setting where the 4Runner really struts its stuff. That is the true advantage of those seeking an SUV, with real on-frame, all-terrain capabilities that this SUV offers. No matter how many years we have seen the same exterior and interior design. Now for the Passport. The current generation is much younger than that of the 4Runner, having been introduced for the 2019 model year. The Passport did receive a front exterior refresh for the 2022 model year with a more boxy front end from the A-pillar forward. The new Trail Sport variant was also introduced, adding more cosmetic changes than anything. While the Passport, a slightly shorter version of the Honda Pilot, has off-road capabilities, the 4Runner is likely to keep going as the terrain becomes more challenging. Finally, let's compare ground clearance. The Passport has a ground clearance of 7.5 inches when equipped with front-wheel drive and 8.1 inches for all-wheel drive models. As expected, the 4Runner wins the category of ground clearance with 9 inches for two-wheel drive models and a generous 9.6 inches with four-wheel drive. One of the most important aspects of any vehicle is based on available options under the hood. For the Passport, there is one engine option. The good news is that it is not a disappointing option. The 3.5-liter V6 produces 280 horsepower and 262 pounds-feet of torque, mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and is available in front-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. What about those all-important gas mileage numbers, 20 miles per gallon city and 25 out on the highway? And moving over to the 4Runner, under the hood is the 4-liter 6-cylinder, producing 270 horsepower and 278 pounds-feet of torque. Power makes its way through a rugged 5-speed automatic transmission, and MPGs come out at 16 city and 19 highway. If you plan to tow with one of these models, here are the numbers for each SUV. In this case, it's a tie, as both models are rated for max towing numbers of 5,000 pounds. Moving on to cargo capacity, beginning with the Passport, you will find numbers ranging between 41.2 cubic feet to a maximized 77.9 cubic feet when rear seats are folded flat. How does the 4Runner compare? Those numbers begin at 46.3 cubic feet, and due to its body design, max cargo capacity comes in at an impressive 89.7 cubic feet when the rear seats are folded flat. We know how much cargo space is available, but how happy will the driver and passengers be with the Passport and the 4Runner? The Passport's interior is roomy in front and rear seating areas with ample legroom and headspace. All passengers will enjoy the ride. The Passport sits higher than many competitors, but this problem is easily alleviated with available side steps. While we are talking interior, let's also mention technology. The Passport has an easy-to-use infotainment system with vibrant colors and a multi-view rear camera. The push-button style shifter is meant to save space, but can take some getting used to. Tell us down in the comments section what your opinion is of the push-button style shifter. What about the interior of the 4Runner? It too has a pleasant interior with ample space, but due to its tall ride height, it can be more of a challenge to get in and out of beyond that of the Passport. However, as is the case with the Passport, side steps are available to make this process easier if desired. Overall interior space is what is likely expected based on the design of the 4Runner. It is plentiful for front and rear seat passengers. From a driver's standpoint, one of the greatest advantages is visibility, which is no less than exceptional. Technology is generous and easy to use. Finally, let's talk about ride quality. With the truck-based 4Runner, you get what you are likely expecting, which is a somewhat rigid ride. On the other hand, the Passport is smoother when it comes to taking the bumps that are out on the road. The bottom line is this: both SUVs have their pros and cons. When all is said and done, it boils down to your desire and or needs. If you live in an area where you deal with rugged terrain or snow on a regular basis, the 4Runner is a solid choice. If you are looking for an SUV that is capable on-road and off to a great degree, but you're more likely to spend time on-road than off, the Passport is what you will want to take a look at. At the end of the day, tell us what your preference is and why you would choose one model over the other. As always, I appreciate the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you want to see a full tour of the 4Runner or the Passport, make sure to click on one of the videos that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.